What up? I'm back. Today is Friday, March 17th, 5:43. Haven't talked in a week, two, I don't know. It's been a minute. Um, Everything is exactly what it's supposed to be. Like, as time progresses, like, no matter how you dwell in the past, like it is. Like, it is. And no matter how much energy, time, or focus that you give to the past, there's nothing you can do about it. Therefore, like, living in that, in one context, is pointless. Because if you look back into the past, you live in the past, you're incapacitated in the past with choices that you've made, there's nothing you can do. It doesn't mean the past isn't real, because in one instance it is, but in one it's not. What it's imagination is imaginary. Did it happen? Did it happen the way that you thought it did happen? Is it exactly the way you perceived it? Is it more? And all these things are real high-level understandings because they're so simple. And it just kind of, everything just wraps back around to, like, once the moment that you know, it can be. It is. What do you choose? Like, and that's the point of all of it. Is kind of the point of the surrendering, the just allowing to give away control, but in giving away control, you're in nothing but control. And everything is all things at once. Like, everything is real and everything is fake. It's like, but everything is what you want. So what do you really want? And then are you going to own the fact that you want those things? That you like those things, that you are those things? And then how does that integrate with the world that you're in now? Like, because too much of one thing is not a good thing. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing. It's all about balance. It's all about balance. It's all about balance. And that's kind of where we just go wrong with everything. I've kind of jumped the extreme of living on the good side, on the pleasurable side, kind of in a different aspect of, like, that, and then trying to kind of understand. It's so difficult for me because it's like this healing journey is a lot of fucking work. In a weird aspect, like I said, I mean, I was a physical worker. What could my hands physically do for you? That was who I was. What can I physically do? What can I physically do for you? That's all I thought that I was. And I kind of look at myself now, it's like, it's kind of the same thing because it doesn't really matter. Everything is looped in a time clock. Like, you are literally a walking timepiece. And your time is your time. And your time is here. Your time is now. And anywhere that you do go, you are that time clock. And that is what you can bring to whomever you're with. It's like a little universe. I remember the movie Men in Black. And there was a little cat. And the cat had some jewelry on. And in that jewelry was, like, a whole universe. But, like, from our perspective, all we could see was that it was jewelry, that would glisten, that it was pretty. But, like, there's a whole universe in that, around that little cat's neck. And it's like us, like, all of us is jewelry, technically. We look like something. And the way that you perceive someone is something, right? There's mystery in it. There's you can look at them and you can judge them. You can assume all day long based on this and that and status, where they carry themselves, what they wear, where they talk. But it's like there's still just a universe of wealth and knowledge and information in each individual person. But it's like, number one, the cat that had that universe on them, around them, within them, he didn't even know. Or maybe he did. But sometimes it's like my tattoos, it's like anything that is me. It's just regular. And the concept, over time, like everything becomes just more and more regular, like, where it's like who I am, what I can do, what I can't do. But there's not really a lot of stuff in my head that I can't do. I can do it. It just takes time, attention, and focus. Now, and I look at, and a lot of times the way I talk about a lot of things and everything is there's always a possibility of doing anything you want to do, literally. Like, we're capable of it. And there's no right or wrong, technically. There could be ways to go about it. There's different theories in this world for a reason, based on this or that, what makes things right, what makes things moral, what makes things not. I tend to just say, keep your hands to yourself, keep your hands in your own existence. Like, this is your bubble, right? Everyone is technically in their own bubble of existence. And whatever it is that you do in that bubble, like, that's fine. Like, that's yours. It's your product, it's your item, it's your property. You are technically in control. Consciously, subconsciously, things that you don't understand, you do understand. We don't time. We're programmed to not even think about stuff like that. And I think that's the minute stupid stuff, when in all reality everything is upside down and flipped. Well, the subconscious programs you. The subconscious is what causes you to fucking exist, what causes you to move, what causes you to breathe. The basic building blocks of life, survival, and skills, like the reason why you live, like that's basic needs. Honestly, in all reality, the process is breaking down food, oxygen. Like, if you want to look at it in a sense, it's like everything internal that keeps us alive, like we were given that free. Like the abilities, the processes to fucking just exist, for the heart to beat, and it's not even the heart per se, it's the lungs that are pumping. But there's a lot of processes that are different than what we assume that they are, and it's just based on the totality though. It's based on A, B, C, D, E, F, G all working together to create us, to allow us to exist. And when one process breaks down, we overload in other areas and stuff, and they help. It's just really what we need to do and mimic in life in general with our body. We need to look at our body and the processes and the way it works. As we look at nature and the processes that nature has, whether classes or phylums or families or whatever, like everything is there to show us how we're supposed to live. How we're supposed to be in small communities, small numbers of people, not thousands, 80,000 people in one small area that don't even fucking know each other. What's the point? What's the point? Why do we spend so much time worried about this person over there? We've never even met. We watch everything they do. We want to mimic them. We want to wear their shoes. We want to talk like them. We want to dress like them. And we only see them through a vision, through a little vision board of somewhat reality. In one instance, this is real as you accept it to be. But never having real connections, real interactions with people. So weird. So weird, because like lately I've just been, honestly, a lot of it, the picture, because like what is real? Like, picture says 1,000 words. Or to like what your VR screen. Like you can get lost in anything, in everything. So like the ultimate goal is like how, like this sounds weird, but like how much pleasure can you get in each moment? Like that to me is like almost the goal. And not pleasure in like when any instance, like whether you was having sex with someone, you want to be completely focused. You want to be in the moment with them, max. You want to be in the now. That you want to be able to forget about everything else. With only the same thing with dancing, the same thing with just holding someone's hand, the same thing with any interaction with any human being at any point in time. In all reality, like you should be able to detach from everything else other than random protection information that's subconsciously there to protect you no matter what, if you're good at it. If you're not just aloof. And some of those scenarios, that's what makes love so amazing, is the fact that you are so present that you become aloof and that you actually take down all that protection and surrender to that person in front of you or with that person. And you guys go into another reality actually kind of with no protection. And that's what kind of makes it so fucking beautiful, because you're so vulnerable. Like nothing else matters inside that bubble, in that existence of time. And the activities that you're doing with someone, or being with someone, or thinking, or just holding each other's hands, just staring in their eyes. Just syncing up breath, just being. And it's like, if you can do that always, it is kind of trusting your creator for the processes that are, and everything really that's around you. And that's kind of where I'm at in life, where it doesn't mean I don't get down, it doesn't mean I don't worry about this or that or money sometimes, but in the grand scheme of things, it's like, fuck it. Tomorrow, if I'm negative today, I can be positive tomorrow. There's a will, there's a way. I'll figure it out. I've always had to. Has it ever been that bad? Or is it just? Is it just? Like, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I'm just living. It's very frustrating though. I will say it's frustrating. I love creating so much, but it's not even, it's the totality, right? It's the totality of everything. It's the totality of knowing there's no other way but to walk away from everything I've built, and it sucks. It's scary. It makes me feel like shit. But at the same time, it's like, this stuff is pointless to me. Like, any dumbass can do what I do. And I'm not shitting on myself. It's that simple. I look at everything and it's like, it's that fucking simple. And I have to look at myself, because it's like, what's holding me back? Like, me enjoying life is fucking simple. Me learning a new skill is really fucking simple. You just gotta do it. Do you want to do it? Do you want to take the time? That's the thing that, like, no one wants to do. I don't fucking want to do it. I want to do what I want to do when I want to fucking do it. And that's what I've been doing. Yeah, you gotta sacrifice things. Yeah, people don't understand it. But it's like, if no one's wanting to do stuff with me or for me, not in the weird sense of like freely giving me stuff, but I'm like, give time with me, then what am I showing here? I just have to figure it out on my own, like I always have. And so it's like, I understand that until someone's willing And I know it's double-sided, but it's not really.
Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake.
It's really not. I don't know.
And when the days were
I don't care, man. I'm just having fun. It's not. It is fun, but it's stressful. It is stressful. Because you, like I said, I talked to somebody the other day. I was like, man, I've sacrificed everything for this. Like, you guys don't understand anything. I've literally sacrificed, number one, what I thought my life was. There's a drone. It's cool. It's fucking low, bro. Maybe a little bit bigger than a drone. But yeah, I mean, sacrifice everything. Everything that I've built, literally, and then understood for the last couple of years that I understood for a while that I know I'm going to have to walk away from everything. I knew. Probably for the last 5 or 6 years, really, I've really known. I just was trying to put off as long as possible. And really, until I had something new to show, you know, it was hard for me to even think about, like, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do? Like, what is my worth then? If all my worth before was just, like, what I could do for you, and then now, it's like, what is my worth then? And it's like, what can I do for myself? It doesn't fucking matter. I'm worth everything. And what's weird, the weird system is with the introduction of the system of money that we have, I'm starting to understand, like, we fucked ourselves. Well, we didn't fuck ourselves per se. But the Industrial Revolution itself, it was the start of all of this. It was the start of giving control. Man. All of it is kind of just, it took a long time to get to this point. To wean us away from self-sufficientness, individuality, like purpose. Because if we was to sit there and go, like, what is the purpose? Like, starting out, like, the first thing of purpose is to exist, right? Like, and that's fine. But then as you do, you're human, you need to be doing things, right? Like, what is your purpose? So your first basic purpose would be, like, the basic needs. Food, water, shelter, you know, and then procreation. Like, but with the introduction of technology and all this stuff where now they provide us with food, they provide us another way of, like, another system. For instead of us working to get something in one step, like, say we need a house, we go fucking cut a tree down. We drag it, we own land, like, we just are. Now it's like we gotta do all these extra steps to purchase, to buy, where we gotta spend time to pay for those basic needs that aren't even ours. It's almost like a false understanding of retirement, or anything you technically don't even own or possess anything that's yours, because it's always working for someone else, neglecting your own physical time and your own worth, and getting paid less, getting paid pennies on the dollar for what you actually are worth, and then all that can be just taken away, or you have to leave it, or some kind of contract law bullshit. And we'll see. This shit can get crazy. This shit can get real crazy in this world real fucking quick. It could be a bloodbath. Real fucking quick. I mean, just imagine the banks go down. Contract law just gets fucked. Everything does, and they come out, and the old money system disappears, which is very possible. It's actually the only possible way for this to happen in any beneficial way. Is for money in itself to disappear, or the system that we use to be obsolete. It's the only way it will work. Burn it down and start from the ground up. A huge hiccup. And then at the end of that hiccup is new. Doesn't mean it's gonna be easy, but it has to be shit. It has to be fire. It has to be chaos. It has to be burnt to the ground.
Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000.
This is the way it was always gonna be.
And I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat.
I think it's the only way it could be.
You've been running for it.
It's our last judgment on ourselves. It's not God's judgment.
You hope it's right.
Last judgment that we created for ourselves based on our own pride and ego.
I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs. Feel it in my soul. The pulse.
But who knows? The money system may not go down that way. I don't know how they're going to do it. It makes sense to me that it would be that way, but then there's an instance where we can save it, but not. But kind of the same thing. I don't know.
Let your heart beat here.
Who knows, man?
Winter's come to take me.
I'm just along for the ride. It is scary.
To know what's at stake.
But not really.
Days work at their own pace. You
I mean,
remain my time and
for me,
I feel it in my
it's like, what do I need? You know? What is anything?
so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. So loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, let your heart beat.
In this possibility. Who knows? I don't know. I am really tired still.
We found our way past our youthful fears. And fought our way
I've been painting all week. I might paint a little bit tonight.
We drove our stakes in the place most dear.
I really enjoy painting. A lot of it because I just never know.
Feel it in my ribs. Feel it in my
I just never know what's gonna happen
the pulse.
in an environment that technically I'm in control of. And
Loud and so clear.
but understanding like there's a loose control, and it's not even.
Here. So loud and so
It's weird. It's just like, what do you want? It's always like, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep doing, or do you want to stop? Again, that's the biggest thing for me. It's like, do I want to keep creating or not? That's my art, because I look at it and there's sections of it. If I were to quit earlier, like, fucking perfect, man. But what do I want to do? You know, what do I want to do? Do I want to keep creating
yourself heal. You could
or not?
sleep for 1,000 years.
Understanding that,
Won't let you disappear. Let your
you know,
beat.
maybe it was better if I just quit. And I know this for a fact. Like, when if I look at it and it's just like, no, but I just want to keep painting. Like, I just want to keep doing it.
Is right. Chasing what you feel inside. I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my
And it's like, I know that that painting is what it is, and that no one else is really ever gonna get to see that version of it. It's just for me. And whether or not they like it or don't like it, they don't fucking understand anything. Because I created this. I see what I see in it. I've given everything in it. Like, this shit's ridiculous. There's so much stuff in this art that is so crazy. And it's like, dude, I don't even know where these visions come from. I don't even know who these people are.
I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace,
Maybe I do.
you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse
Either way, it is.
just grows.
But it's like, yeah, man, I just want to keep painting. I just want to keep existing in this moment. And so I do. And I understand it gets weird, man, and I understand I feel lazy sometimes. But I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of life, bro.
We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears.
I am tired.
And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat.
When I got through painting this one,
Feel it in my ribs.
last night's painting.
Feel it in
So I don't have a video of it. I haven't. Everything is fucking full. My life is full. The computer's full. My phone's full. Like, I don't know how to. I'm just fucking. Everything is like maxed, and it's frustrating. Like, I'm so tired of this. I'm tired of that. I need this. I need that. Just fucking tired. So I haven't videotaped the last couple paintings because my phone's full. My everything is fucking full. Which is fine because the processes for the last paintings I wanted to keep for myself because everything else I've given for free.
Come on home and let yourself heal.
Which is fine.
You could sleep
I freely give.
1,000 years.
That's me.
And I won't let
But if you give everyone everything, then what are you worth? And I mean, I'm worth everything. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm the greatest. Literally. And you'd be like, Cody is being conceited. I'm like, sure. Call it what you want.
hope is right.
I'm worth fucking everything.
Chasing what you feel
I'm not you.
inside. I will take
Am I a dick? Yeah.
mine. I feel it in my ribs.
Am I mean? Sure.
Feel it in
I'm not you.
the pulse just grows so loud and so clear.
I would say, anyways, I have a handful of people that really, in real life, met me, and I was mean to. There's a few. There is a few. For the most, I'd give you what you give me. Like, literally.
I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when
But then again, I'm a human. But I'm worth fucking everything. I'm just tired of this bullshit.
I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just
Like I said, playing by other people's rules fucking suck. Because their rules, they change them. Rules only work for other people because the rule maker changes them all the fucking time. Well, that's not what I meant. I'm like, no, bro. Like, either they are, don't infringe on someone's free will, bro. Like, it's a very simple rule. I try not to infringe on someone's free will. I'm trying to just walk away from everything and fucking everything. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it.
we found our way past
And it's scary, and it's scary when you're by yourself. And everyone does but doesn't have your back. Maybe it's a silent, yeah. I don't fucking know.
I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear.
I'm just ready to go. I don't know. Life is cool, man. It's fucking weird talking in the early. So that's one thing, like, I'm such a duality person. Like, I'm telling you, dude, like, I want everything. Like, everything. I want to experience everything. Like, at least one time. And that's very kind of hard for me to explain. Well, not really. It's just like, I want it. I want to experience everything. At least see it. At least feel it. At least have the awareness of being in it. And then going, okay, I get it. I understand. I have adjust. Because for me, knowledge is everything. And I'm just so fucking tired of fixing shit for people. I gotta have money, I guess, but fuck, it's so damn annoying, man. It's like everything. It's hard for me, man, because it's like I get that people want their shit done when I'm just not your guy anymore. I can't. I get it when I get it. Like in the discussion, I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't give a fuck. Like every single day, it's getting me to I don't give a fuck. Like it almost just makes me just like want to start. I need to, I guess, just start selling everything and just fucking. I don't give a fuck. I could care less. I'll ride this out till I can't ride it out anymore, and then figure it out from there.
Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain.
It just doesn't make sense to me, man. And the whole exchanging time for money. It doesn't. I get the concept, but there's got to be better, and there is a better concept because if the only way that there's different economies, like different levels of rich, means that there's other ways, and so why is it that these other ways are not like they are, and then everyone else, like 80-90% of the people in the world are at this other level? I was like, that's shitty. That's shitty. Like, how can we all just enjoy everything? And how can we do that the best way? Where there is real everything. Where there's good rules, good morals, good work ethic, good. Because I don't even have that anymore, dude. But I fucking blew myself out. Like I do with my art and everything else, but like not with work, right? With this other kind of work, and it's not even work because I enjoy it, but it is just as tasking, if not more. Like it's way more fucking tiring. It's way more draining on me than physical work is. And the only thing is it helps my emotions. It helps me emotionally. Where going to work fucking just kills it. All the anticipation of going to go fix some stupid ass thing that any dumbass should be able to do.
Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years. Now I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here.
So then you look at yourself and you're like, well, you're still the dumbass then. Until you're out. Until you don't do that shit no more. Yeah, you make good money, but it doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? You're above it. I'm not saying that working that is good or bad or whatever. I'm just saying I'm done with it. I want to create. I want to help people. I understand how to get in balance. I don't want it. That's the funniest thing for me, is I don't fucking want it. I know how to do balance. I know how to do anything and everything. It's not what I want to do. I want to do it what I want to do. I want to have fun. I want to paint. I want to create. I want to take pictures. I want to go drive around. I want to meet people. I want to eat with people. I want to talk to them. I want to help them. I want to inspire them. I just want to fucking live. I just want to meet people all day, every day. Maybe that's a pipe dream. I've healed my shit. And it was what it was, bro. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. But I'll do it again. And again. I don't see any other way, like, cause now it's just reality. And that's what's cool about time itself. It's like, I don't know, the way I look at time, the way everything works for me is fucking weird. It's almost so quick. Because it's like, I just focus right now, right? And I'm going to forget what happens later. Like, I'm just going to be, it is, what did I do today? Like, I don't know, it fucking was. And it was exactly what it was supposed to be, and it's perfect. So, whoever I met, whoever I saw, whoever I talked to, like, it just is. Like, it's not good, it's not bad. It's just today. And then tomorrow will be another one. And then the next day and the next day. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. But it's like, what if, man, I'm telling you, I just want to go back. If I could go to simple life, bro. It's like if all I had to do was worry about going to get food today. But not paying for it, but just like getting it. What? I don't know, maybe not. Because I guess money is that thing, but then again, it's a double. It's double. It's a middleman. And the middleman is just unneeded use of energy. And while all these other people getting stuff in return, when we don't need to do that shit. Like there's a fucking way for all of this to work. But the government knows. The people in charge know. Because they're living it. They're living it. They're not having to do shit because everything else is already automated for them. We are the AI for them. We are the machines for them. If you really think about any of it, any of these movies that you see that of AI, of robots, like they showed, they're mimicking us. They're making fun of us. You are the robot. And they do what they want with you. Like, you are the robot. You are the AI. They created you. They brainwashed you. They made your programming. They made the system, and you got to stay within it. And anyone who tries to break out of this said such machine, out of this, it's bad. Oh, rebellion. Against what? I never agreed to any of this shit. I've never had my signature. And maybe you do on some shit, but it doesn't fucking matter. It's just a signature. How do you know it's from me? Maybe I was insane. Maybe I wasn't competent. It's your system. I can break your law system. It's stupid. It's dumb. And if I accept it, then I accept it. If I don't, I do not. I don't have to abide. By what? What authority? What authority? Like, in all honesty, what authority does anyone, anything, any paper, any pen, any constitution, any words, any written language, who gave you that authority? Nobody. Because nobody has the authority to give. You came out of a vagina, bro, or a stomach. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, someone had authority over you, technically, if you want to play a hierarchy. But then again, who was the very first person with authority? Whoever created this? Nature. The trees have authority. The water has authority. The air has a fucking authority. The sun. All these basic building blocks of life, they have fucking authority over us. Or they should. Let them do what they want. I'm fine with it. It sucks. Doesn't mean it's not going to be crazy. Doesn't mean there's not going to be earthquakes and volcanoes and death, monsoons and tornadoes. We're just ants here in this ant farm. Like, really, bro? But like, even if you just like to watch The Bug's Life, like anything, like even at a child level understanding, like they respected it. They understood the strengths and weaknesses of water. They understood that they could die drowned in water. Like any ants, any bugs. But they do need it. Also, they gotta breathe it. They gotta drink it. Like, it's just so crazy. Just being a human's fucking stupid, bro. The things that we do now are so stupid. They're so fucking minute and pointless. Where, like, it's from the in out that matters, not the out in. And there's way more in than there is out. There's infinite in. There's only a little bit out. I mean, just think about me and a buddy, man. We would fucking talk and giggle and laugh about everything, man. And it was just crazy. And he's very intelligent, dude, to write, very smart, good with his words. And we would just sit there and we would say shit. He would say stuff, and like years later, we would hear the exact same thing. It's like, dude, you wrote that 5 years ago. You wrote that when we was in high school. Like, all this stuff. Like, you were that smart. There's way more in you than there is out. Like, that's what it's about. Bringing what's inside of you. Bringing your twist, your perception, your understanding into the world for others to hear. Not forcing anything on anyone. But just being yourself. Being your best self. Being what makes you happy. Whatever it is. Yeah, we gotta have a little bit of rules and regulations on this shit, but all within the guidelines of don't infringe on someone's free will. You're gonna find someone who likes to do the shit that you like to do. But you gotta tell people, like, hey, I like, you think about, so sex is driven. Sex is probably the greatest escape we have, right? It locks us in the now. It pulls us into another reality, whatever reality we want. It gives us our animalistic side, which is disgusting, which is ravenous, which is savage, tree. Everything changes. Your smells change, your tastes change. Things that you're okay with, you're not okay with when you're not having sex. Just the more disgusting, the more degrading, the better. I mean, all of this is think about this concept here. So, what we're doing is trying to do the exact opposite of what we do in our life. We try to escape the reality of what this hell is, and we just go into another existence of hell. And it could be heaven if you allowed it to be. And this is kind of what I'm learning now. Is heaven is what you make it. And so the fact that we are waiting for this external deity to bring a heaven down on earth and destroy what we so-called wicked, and then to us live in this bliss heaven that we have nothing to do with. We just have to accept it, kind of like you're accepting existence now by this money system and by government. Like, so everything that you think that you're wanting in the future is what you already technically have. You just don't like it now, so you're wanting the new one. But then at the same time, the new one in this book and this is coming from somebody you don't even know. It's a system that's coming down supposedly that we don't even understand. And what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do in this heaven? Someone else created for us. And all I say is, why don't we just make our own? Together. We have technology. I don't understand why we need money anyways. Like,
Come on home and let yourself heal.
I don't see the purchasing power. Because it all goes back to, what do you need?
Let your heart beat.
Like, what if we just had communities of fucking everything, right? So say you had a huge, every community you had maybe 100 people, maybe less than 500. And in that community, we all had our basic needs. We all had houses. We all had a bed. We all had a roof. We all had heat, electricity, water. We all had food. Now, the process to get those things, that is our job. To provide basic needs for us. But it does not cost money. It just is. And we have different jobs and whatever around the clock or whatever. And then at some point everything will be ran by technology. So we don't even really have to fucking mess with it. But it's automated. So what does that leave? That leaves us with time. And so what do we do during this time? Well, we just be. We create, we love, we live, we fuck, we have adventures, we raise our kids, we cook together, we clean together, we eat together, we grow together, we work out together, we be healthy together. Like, we just exist together. And it's like there's a way in the communities that we can do this, but everyone has to be on board. And I think it's very plausible. Very plausible. Even with the government system like they are, there's still ways to do that. There's still ways to do it. I don't know. It takes a little bit of money, I guess, to make money and people, but I don't know. It'll all come together, at least for me. This is my purpose. This is my joy. But understanding, like I said, it's like heaven is what you make it, because if someone else makes it for you, it's not your heaven. Therefore, that's a fallacy and it's false in itself. That can never exist. If anyone wants to create you a heaven, then that's not fucking heaven. It's never gonna be heaven. You have to make it on your own. Therefore, you have to be part of the process of making it, creating it, setting up the rules, setting up the regulations, setting up what's okay, what's not okay, and then voting on that system in the community, and then upholding yourself to that, and then living in it. And wanting it. That's the point, is wanting it. Like, a lot of these people don't want this shit, and that's fine. Let them do what they want. But you can't partake in this either, man. But in order to partake in this stuff, it's going to be rules that you have to follow. Don't infringe on someone's free will. Like, it's very fucking simple. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right. Sunset's beautiful. Chasing what you feel inside. I will take your path as mine. Dude, I keep seeing some old square body trucks, man. They're so beautiful. They're just so, like, simple. Like, I know everything is going to this and going to that, going to electric and bullshit like that, but the hydrogen's the way, the future, hydrogen and nitrogen, stuff like that, but, like I said, if we just had communities, man, if we had communities and every community had the same stuff, every community had side by side, everybody had fishing poles, everyone had community stuff, and then from there, like, you could have your own stuff too, like if you wanted to, that's what you was into, if you liked cars, if you liked this, whatever, man, just whatever floated your boat, and it kind of went back to more of a creative system of, like, we all had mill shops, we all had this, that, all trades, you know, we all helped each other, like, we all just, every week we gave our time to each other and helped each other, and I don't know how it's gonna work, other than, like I said, unless every community was its own government. Every community had its own economic system that was capped, and I think everyone voted within the budgets and what they had, and there was influx of money and all kinds of systems in place, and maybe even, I hate to say reward systems, but some reward systems in place to where, like, you know, I hate to say comparison, but maybe as a community, like, if you guys were to do something, innovate something, then there was a reward, a good one, not a shitty reward, but like a good reward for that community. It would give them greater things for free, kind of as an incentive to just be their creative self Because that's the reward. It's like the more creative you are, the more authentic person you are, the more you use your imagination, the more you can create from within and bring it out. The more you're rewarded for you just fucking existing, for being yourself and digging deep into that, giving yourself time, because it takes a lot of time to get into there. It takes a lot of time to trust yourself and believe. And it's not even that believe, you just are, and then you accept what you are is. It's not about belief. I think that's the concept that's the worst diluted, is to believe. You need to believe, you need to believe. But if you believe something, then there's a version of it when you didn't. And then therefore it's not true. Well, there's a version always that's not true. When you just accept that you are that thing, then it is. And so every day I'm just accepting more and more and more, even in a kind of diluted idea of what I see from the outside is saying one thing, and what I know is something different. Who I am is who I am. And whether there's rules and regulations on this universe that I'm in, I'm past it. I'm over it. I know them. I know a way around them. I'm me. So anything that I do, am, is, or because, it is, I'm capable of any of it, and all of it. Anything within my imagination, there's nothing holding me back. It's all possible, it's all plausible. Impossible is not even a thing. So just to accept it. It just is. Win $1 million right now. You know why? Because it is. Because it is. But I love creating, man. I honestly, like I said, but it's the totality of just the life, my life experience, the way I do things, the way I wake up, the way I sleep, and understanding the cycles and that, understanding the ups and downs, the way the time works. Just everything is all of it. That's the one thing, like I said, man, it's the totality. Everything is you have to look at everything in the totality. Because if you look at everything individuality, you could always find something you're not happy with. But when you look at everything in the grand scheme of things, and the completeness of that thing, it is. It's not good, it's not bad. It just is. It doesn't even have to be. It just is, and there's nothing you can do about it. And to just accept that, fucking fire. It's just fire. Because like I said, the what ifs are gone. The what could have been, the woulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda. That doesn't matter. What's next? What's new? What's coming? That's it. There's nothing else to even think about. And So you just free up time. You know, and I don't... It's so weird, because it's like, I think about, like, projecting to the future, or anything like that, or thinking about it, and it's like, I do think, I really do think, but it just doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't really, do anything for me. But I have a lot of things that ground me to the now, though. I don't know. I painted a couple this week, man. I'm probably gonna take one out down and then put some new shit on another one of my paintings tonight, maybe. I don't know. Just keep painting on some of my stuff. It's fun. Like, dude, I don't know. Art to me, I just don't see a life without it anymore. And it's almost like that. It's almost where I'm struggling now, I think, is like losing that. Where like there's an idea of like going back to work like crazy but that just makes me literally physically sick to my stomach. And because if I do that, then I have to give up what matters to me, what's important to me, which is me, which is my art, which is me just flowing, me just existing. And but then understanding I gotta find balance in something. I gotta make money from my art or something. I gotta go help people. I gotta do life coaching. I just don't know how to do any of it. I don't know how to get any of it started. And I just don't understand the world in that sense of like what. I just don't get it. Like I get what it does for me, but then it's like I don't get it for anybody else, because it's like I look at it and I go, this whole journey was because I chose it, right? This whole journey, the whole healing process was because I did it. I didn't need someone saying, Cody, you need to heal. Cody, you have this issue. Cody, you have these issues. Cody, you have this. Cody, you do this. Cody, you do that. No. I didn't have any of that. I didn't need any of that. I don't want any of that. None of that's going to help me, and it didn't. And so it's like the only reason why any of this exists is because of me. And then I'm going, so unless people come to me and say, Cody, how did you do this? Because I have these problems. I have this. I need to overcome this. I need to do that. I need to do this. What am I here for? Like, you have to physically come to me and say, Cody, how did I do this? Or how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you become happy? And I would be like, well, I'm happy, yeah, but it's a totality. I look at things in the totality where there's not a true happiness or a true devastation. It's just is. Well, I am that. I am me. This is just part of the process. And overall, I'm happy. But there's a lot of shit in that, you know? There's a lot of stuff in it, and there's a lot of this and a lot of that, and a lot of ups and a lot of downs. And it's just keep going forward every day. Like, that's the only thing I can do. It's the only thing I understand. And then some days I gotta go do something, and I don't want to, but it's definitely fucking not today. I'll do it tomorrow. We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our... Yesterday was crazy. So I've been painting on this one painting for 2 days, and maybe 2 or 3 days, I don't know. Maybe just 2. And It was actually really good last night, and then on the night before, and then I was like, you know what? I want to do some more stuff to it tomorrow. Probably. We'll see what happens. And then tomorrow came, and then I painted on it, and when I got done, I looked at it. And like understanding, like you can't even see what the progressions in it anymore. Like there was such crazy shit the night before in it, but it all ended up kind of getting, a lot of that got covered up. And I got done and I looked at it and just started fucking crying, big crocodile tears, like just like I'll sign my name to that. Like maybe that's the first true painting that I've done, and I've given it ample amount of time. And understanding the process, understanding that I lost some stuff in the process, some stuff you could see. Understanding I covered up stuff, I did this, I did that, maybe I went a little overboard, maybe I didn't. Understanding, but when I got done, I was just like, I signed my name to that. Even that Cody Cox that I don't care nothing about name, I would sign my name to that. The greatest thing he's ever done. Which is all of them up until that point. All 36 years of his life up until that point when he walked away from that painting. It was all of him. Every bit of him. And so that's kind of when I look at my art, I understand that every piece of art that I've made is that. I would sign my name to every piece of art that I've created. Because in every piece of art that I've created, it's all of me. Up until that point till I walk away. So I no longer touch it. It's everything, man. You think about like football, or playing a game, or running a race. And like I could have ran a little faster. I could have did this different. I could have done that. Like, but you didn't. This sunset's fire. Like literally. But you could have done something different, right? And I think, I think in a sports activity, which you could look at like this with anything, but like when I look with my art, like I don't think there's anything I could have done different in the moment, because it's not a physical task itself. It's more of an emotional task. Where it's like you give it everything, you give it all your emotions, you give it all your everything. Where in a sports, like I could have breathed one more time and had more push, right, or something like that, or I could have pushed a little harder. But like for me, like that's why the physical stuff for me just doesn't really exist. Now I get tired of shit now, but it's not. Like I said, I give my all to my art. I really do. And then sometimes I guess sometimes in conversations I give my all. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I hold back. I don't know what that is. I think that's kind of like a double-sided of what do I really want. It's kind of a manipulation thing where I won't say things because I know it's manipulation. And so a lot of times I don't talk. I don't say things when I should. I don't flirt like I should. I don't say stuff like that because it's like I don't want to. Do I really want it, or do I just want to go home and go paint? You know what I'm saying? And so like it's me justifying everything that I do with other human beings because it's like ultimately I just want to go home. I want to go fucking create. Like, that makes me happy right now. So I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. The sunset, though. Sunset, like it's so fucking beautiful. It's like orange and pink. It's like a peach, and then it goes up, and then it's so red. It's like neon pink under these gray clouds, and it's a work of fucking art. I'll tell you that. That's why I want to be on the road somewhere. Maybe with a friend, female friend, just experiencing it all together, just the shit, just everything.
We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears.
Just like, dude, I don't know, man. It's so crazy. Like, to me, that just seems like ultimate freedom. Like, just the ability to go. And so I guess I need to do the things to get to that ultimate freedom. But I have been. I mean, that's what my art is. It is monetary value. It's, that's what those photos are for. They're monetary value. They're me not wasting my time. And like I said, a lot of people could look at me and go, Cody, you wasted all your time. I spent a year and a half. I didn't waste shit. I built. I fucking built. And I built. And I built. And I fucking healed. And I battled. And I gained knowledge. Infinite. I've done more in a year and a half than the whole world's done combined. Literally. I would literally. This is my year. I've done it all. I gave everything for this. This is not a dream. This is fucking reality. This is my reality. I created it. And the reward is mine. And I did it alone. It doesn't mean that nature wasn't holding me. It doesn't mean Creator wasn't watching me. Got my back. And I am His imagination. I am His will. So
I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul.
It's fucking tiring. It's very tiring. My imagination, though, is like every day, it's just getting more in tune and more in tune, more in tune. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. Like, just the understanding of this reality, understanding how strong humans are. So everything that we are is, and that means any idea that you do think of, any face that you see, any light that you think blinks, does. Otherwise you wouldn't have thought it. So you're starting to understand, like, in our reality, it's like, what are you accepting? Because it is that you think it is. But what do you accept? What are you going to follow? Because either way, it is true. That's what I'm understanding is what if all things are real? All ideas are real because we give them strength. This is how the consciousness works. This is the infinite of possibilities. If you think it, it is. If you believe in a creator, if you believe in a god, then it is. If you believe in a man, bear, pig, then it is. If you believe in the Sasquatch, then it is. If you believe in mermaids or magic or gravity or a ball earth or flat earth, or it is. It is how you perceive it. Like, and then to think otherwise is unrealistic. Because if that is how one person perceives it, and it's true for them, then just because you don't perceive it that way doesn't mean it's not true for them. It's almost like emotions or feelings. Or you feel the way that you feel. You got your feelings hurt. It is what it is. It doesn't mean that I perceive it that way, but you perceived it as that. Maybe I was just saying you could do better. And you like think that I'm shitting on your parade. I'm going, no, you're stronger than that. I see it in you. I'm just saying you can give it a little bit harder push, and you're going to what? You're breaking me. You're telling me I'm not good enough. You're telling me I'm blah. It's like, well, both of those are perceptions, and both of them are true. You perceive that you're not good enough, then you're not going to be. I'm perceiving that you could be better, and you could be. They're both true. Everything is true. Technically. Like, really. You got your stories in the Bible, they're somewhat true. You have stories in this, they're somewhat true. You have stories in this, they're somewhat true. It just depends on how you perceive it. You just never know. It's like if someone saw me and they're like, Cody's a dick, well, maybe that's the way you perceive me at the time, and so I'm a dick. And someone else sees me being this or that, lovey-dovey and sweet and innocent, well then maybe I'm that too. Who knows? I'm both. I'm everything. It just all depends on the perceiver.
Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear.
But I don't know.
Let your heart beat
My last painting does make me happy, dude.
so loud
Every,
and so
dude, I honestly,
clear.
I'm never gonna.
Let your heart
I just don't get it. I never predicted this. Like, when I look back at my life, like, it wasn't. Dude, it happened so quick. Like, when I really look back, like, when it all started, I didn't. Like, sitting in my bedroom, watching random acts of kindness. Like, that I did not, at no point in time, did a movie reel of this being my future. You know, and that's what's so crazy. Is any kind of self-help stuff, man, kind of, sort of. Like, everything is on the verge of music. So music brings you into now. It may push you. It brings you to the now. So this is what time traveling is. You go into an existence of right now that's super sensitive, super strong, super aware of everything that's going on, taste, touch, smells, hears, everything. Because you're when you're in the now, you're focusing on reality and the way you're perceiving it, and you're kind of breaking it apart. What is real? What's important? What's needed to be here in this moment? You know, like, what is something that you can hold on to? What is something that you can taste, touch, smell? Like, really, you're just trying to grab emotions. You're trying to make this most emotional fed. to get the greatest joy out of it. And so music itself is doing that, right? But what it does is when you get entranced in that song, emotions, the song, and then that brings up emotions that are tied to whatever vibration it is, right? That are close residential in time. Whatever, maybe is looming in your mind or spirit of things maybe that you miss or makes you think of someone, and then that's what music does. But ultimately what you're doing is you're in the now, and it's almost like you're in the now, but you're setting in the middle of a 360 TV with life experiences that you've gone through. And maybe you're forming a new one now, so you could be that most of that TV could be done with the acts of what you're doing now, or you could pull from the time. And then that's when you kind of think about other people or what ifs. But you're pulling from time, so you're pulling from all of existence around you at the same time. Means future, means past, means present. And it doesn't matter. But this is what living in the now does. It's just a generator, a time generator. When you're stuck in the now, then it's just a chaotic window of experience going around you all time. Just because you're strong and you're grabbing emotions, and so when you're grabbing these emotions, you're grabbing emotions from all time, whether it's happened yet or not. And that's just kind of how you kind of learn how to manage the time traveling concept. And it's just all emotionally based, really. And you got to think, like, this sounds stupid, but even in the concept of the time traveler, like, he always time traveled somewhere either emotional, and it always seemed like it had an emotional stamp on it, right? On an important date, time, meeting. Then he would always be naked, so he'd always be in fight and flight. So that's how a lot of this stuff connected too. So he would have to go through a high range of emotions real quick. But it's just, are you capable of such things? So, I don't know. This talk's gonna be short. I'm tired. I need to just go inside. It's hour and 22, 35-ish, 36. And it's kind of like where I'm at now. I'm sitting here and like my future possibilities is blank. And it's not that I want to see the future, because I don't, technically. Because I know a lot of it, but then at the same time, it's like I don't want to look at it either, because it's that surprise. It's a trophy of this. Like, it's the experience, the unknowing that's beautiful. And like, how is it gonna pan out? How is it gonna work? When is it gonna happen? Like, because it will. And if it does, it does. And it will. I don't know, man. It's whatever. One day, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'm just glad to be here, alive, and just trying to soak it in, and like I said, kind of be calm, because what kind of, you get bored, but at the same time, like I said, I've talked about it, you gotta understand, like, you gotta rest. But then it's like, how do you fucking rest? It's so difficult to rest, because then, like, your body is like, you come from what your worth was, is what you could do for people, and so when you're not doing anything, then you think you're not worth anything, and then so you feel like you're less than. It's just a huge like spiraling trap of like all of it. Like all of it. Like, you know? And then it's like, well, you are what you are. You do what you do. You're in what you're in. So it's like, what is it that you need to be doing? Like, what's really important and what's not? And it's just a lot of questions, and not really any answers. Because I don't know, man. You could sleep for 1,000 years. Just trying to live. I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat. Just trying to live. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. I don't know, one of these days. One of these days, bro. I'm still waiting for that day. Just that. I don't know. I'm excited for it. I'm actually afraid of it. Kind of, I guess. Just that day of like, you did it. You did it. Now what? You know, like, now what? Like, now what? You got to where you knew you were going. You did what you needed to do. You've done everything. Now what? Like, but you can breathe at least now. You can fucking just kick your shoes across the room and don't give a fuck and breathe for once, unrestricted, and like middle finger the world, going, fuck you, I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it all by myself. I did it all by myself. Yes, thank you for the people that helped me in other ways, but physically, mentally, action-oriented, I did it all by myself. I sacrificed the time. I sacrificed all of it. I did it. Now what? Now what? Now it's time to fucking create my life. Because a lot of it is this. A lot of it was is what I'm understanding is like, this is the last. So I haven't talked about destroying worlds, but in a while. But this will be the last one. This will be what I get to restart with a great foundation. What I get to, once all this comes into play, I get to create my new world, my heaven, with everything I built from the previous world. Meaning, I built everything to give me the building blocks to create my new world. So I'll have my money, I'll have my influence, I'll have my time, I'll have my faith in myself, my abilities. I'll know what I want. I'll have my worth. I'll have my rules and regulations on me. What I will allow to happen and won't allow to happen. I'll just be me, the best version of me, to be that master builder, to build my life the way I want it and my world the way that I want it to be, instead of any other outside influences before. And so, when Hoss has to destroy the world that he came from, and he's going to hop into the new one, like we, as a collaboration of me, of all of me, and all my wants, all my desires, all of them, everything and all of it, as we co-create together, in this one vessel of what I want for us, be perfect. And the only reason why I talk about us is because us is me. Us is all of us. Us is really a little bit of everybody that you've ever met, came into contact with. And so really, like, anything that you've talked to anyone, you've picked up stuff from that human being, right? They influenced you, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, like all of it. So ultimately, you kind of have to come to understand that you are formed kind of by everybody else, no matter what. And I am really that, but now I'm that information, which is my master chameleon information, and then me, what I wanted to be standing alone. And so I had to go stand alone by myself. I had to stand alone by myself to find out what I want alone, and then I can reintegrate back into the world with somebody else and other people with like-minded wants that I want, that I believe in, and I want to act out. I want this world to be. And then I'll make it. And even if there's only 20 of us, 100 of us, 1,000, million, 8 million by the end of it. But even at the beginning, when there's only 20 of us living in a community,
We drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse.
I don't even know, man. I'm excited. I just pictured like a huge, like, in the middle of this field for some reason. This is a huge building. And like, just a huge warehouse.
So loud and so clear.
And it's just like, that's it.
Yeah, let your heart beat here.
And then like outside of that, it's like little houses and stuff, but like that building, what we do in there, we fucking create. Like we do everything and all things. It's just a place. Just a place to be. They got little blocks on the concrete for skipping and little jumping jacks and little games and
Let yourself heal.
rooms with paint and
Could sleep for 1,000
stereos and keyboards and drums and violins and pianos.
disappear. Let your heart beat here.
It's clay and
You've been running for
pottery and kilns and
doing what you hope is right.
chalkboards and desks and tables,
You feel inside.
heaters and fans and like
I will take your path as mine.
ropes and ladders and just all kinds of shit, just like anything and everything. And it's just like we could just go in there and sit and talk and
Just
be.
so loud and so clear.
Just rest.
Let your heart beat.
Just rest. Like a true fucking rest.
Your heart
Not have to worry about money. Not have to be worried about, well, when I get back from resting, I gotta work double, triple just to overcome and no, but like true rest. Like no worry.
And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a lot of it. A lot of what helps you kind of understand and kind of live in peace is understanding that, like, right now, like, what can you do? And I'm not saying you could use this and then you would just be stuck in the right now, right? And always, like, and then at some point it may get bad, but, not really, I don't think so. But you're always gonna do, I hope you always need to do you're always gonna end up doing what you need to do, I think. At some point, because like that's the basic need or the basic understanding of man is like the basic survival. Like no matter what, you're gonna roll into survival mode type of thing and go do what you got to do to get whatever it is that you need. And but. I just really understand like how much more tired I get every day. Like even if I didn't work all week, I'm fucking way more tired now than I was at the beginning of the week. And when I got to working, so I was like, for me, it's like I don't get it. Like I don't. Something's got to change. Because it's only getting more tired, and I'm working less. You could sleep for 1,000 years. Now I won't let you so I don't know. Maybe I'll just let your heart beat here. I definitely got to work all next week, but I don't know, maybe I'll just integrate what I did this week and then integrate it to next week, but work. So I'll go back to working and then just only a little bit of art next week. And not chasing the sun, but just trying to chill and rest. Just rest. I don't know, I just hate resting. I really do. Like, the act of, like, just I just always want to be doing something, man. Like I said, that worth issue fucked me for the longest time, and now it's like I'm still battling it, right? Because it's nobody else's concept of my worth, right? It's mine. It's my own, on myself. And it's just frustrating. Frustrating. I'm gonna do a job tomorrow. It sucks because it's gonna take me longer to go get my tools, go get material, and go to the job than for me to do the job. Whatever, fuck it. I don't know. I may actually, like, I don't know. I may just try and go get, like, a little server job or something, a bartender job or something. Well, I got a bartender, you gotta go to school. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ooh, I need to maybe check into like art therapy certificate or something like that. That'd be cool. Even though all that stuff is stupid. I don't need a freaking certificate. I don't need a certificate. You just come to me and we'll play. Donate me money if you want. I'll teach you some shit. We'll just be together. You help me grow, I'll help you grow. It's equal exchange. Whatever. It's just life, man.
I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what
it's just life. Probably gonna kill this one. I don't know, today's talk to me just seemed crazy. It's stupid, boring. But I don't know, I'm gonna go inside, maybe paint a little bit. I got a couple of little boards left. And, I don't know, man. I'm just... I'm really proud of my art. I don't know, this is just what keeps looping back to me. It's like my art. You know, people keep saying Jackson, whatever, Pollock or whatever his fucking name, I don't know. I don't even care. I don't get it. I need to look at his shit. Because when I look at my art, every single line is exactly what it's supposed to be. And then people would say that his art is like that. And I'm like, yeah, no, it fucking is. Like, even if he's standing over, because I've only seen a little bit of what he does, and he's throwing it, like, those are very intentional. They are exactly where they're supposed to be. Every mistake is not a mistake, it's exactly what it's supposed to be. Like, in my art, everything is exactly what it's supposed to be. Like, every stroke, every splatter, every throw, everything in my art is fucking intentional. Like, it's almost like this has to do with the field of your vibration. And everything that is in your vibration is an intentional vibration from you. Even if you don't understand it or you do understand it, it doesn't fucking matter. Because everything that's in your vibration, your sphere of existence, the thing that touches whatever, the invisible that you cannot see, like, that is very intentional. And so when I create my art, I understand I throw. I understand that I just do this and I do that. But every stroke is very intentional. And I understand, like, I even try and break it down because, like, it's the extension of you, right? The brush itself is the extension of you. And everything you're moving in, every direction, especially my graffiti stuff. Like, if everything is exactly what it's supposed to be, and if you was to watch me, you used to look, you're like, man, maybe this he's doing it super quick, and he's not fucking got his eyes closed. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's intentional. Everything is intentional.
Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years. Now I won't let you disappear.
And I catch myself living in the moments going, that's fucking intentional. And then surrendering to that. Surrendering to the fact of how I do things. And understanding that I somehow already know exactly where the thing is going to splatter, the way that I throw it, the way that I do it, the way that I hold it, the way that I push it, the way that I pull it. I know exactly what's already going to happen. And that's exactly what's intended. It's a weird process because now I'm talking about it, but in the action, in the moment in itself, it's instant. It's like just an instant agree that it is. But all that, like I said, is encompassed in the story in a book. But it's just like I instantly accept it because it is, and I've already done all that. I've already thought of all of it. I thought of everything that I'm doing and why that I do it that way. In everything, because I understand the perfection is the act itself, and the time given, and the emotion left. And so that's perfection. It doesn't mean it's on a scale of good to better, the best, or acceptable, not acceptable, or perfect, or great color match, or great design, or when you look at it you can see what picture's in it and it forces you to see that. No, what perfection is. And that's what my life is. It's perfection. All of it. The totality of the good, the bad, the misread, the read, the right, the wrong, the it, the not, the hot, the cold, the tears, the joy, the peace, the passion, the flames, the pain. The coulda, woulda, shouldas, but it ain't. So let's just do it this way. You know, cry over spilled milk. What's the fucking point? You're either gonna drink it or you're gonna wipe it up. Either way, it fucking is. You know, like what is it? Like, and that's just, it's like, what do you want this to be? It could be as positive as you want it to be, or it could be as negative as you want it to be. You make it as hard or as easy for yourself as you want. I mean, I know. I could go to work and have plenty of money. I don't want to. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't like to lie. It's like me going to work and trying to be happy kind of is a lie. I can switch it and flip it, but it's still a lie. It doesn't really make me happy. It's not what I want to do. And I'm not trying to be lazy. I've done my shit, and a lot of times it feels like I'm being lazy, or sounds like I'm being lazy, but it's like, I just don't give a fuck. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs. Yeah, man. I don't know. This is cool. Life is cool. Life is cool, bro. Go inside and paint a little bit. Just fucking shit around. Shit around now. I don't know. Do something. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs. But today was cool, I guess, man. I gotta get some sleep. I'm fucking tired. I'm beat. I don't know. One day. Who knows, dude? As I said, I'm excited. I'm super excited about fucking everything, really. I just don't know. I don't know. I know what I've done. I know the time, attention, and focus I put into it. And it's just like, come on. I'm ready. I'm ready. I feel it in my ribs. So ready.
so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. So
I don't know. I want to paint, but I don't know what I should paint. Because that painting's done. I don't want to touch that one, but I may touch another one that I've already done. I don't know. I'm kind of running out of product too, which is another thing. I don't know.
come on home and
Who knows? Tomorrow, whatever. Go fucking deal with that job real quick and be done with that, and then
sleep for
kind of reevaluate my life. I gotta finish up this job. I got maybe a day underneath it, putting some of the hard plumbing in, and gotta pull a couple electrical wires and
running far and wide.
clean up really, and then start laying the floor.
This ride,
It won't take me a couple days.
chasing what you feel
Quarter around it.
inside. I will take your path
Just
as mine.
tired.
I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul.
You know, that's what's weird is like
The pulse just grows.
so it's like my purpose now is art, right?
So
Art and me.
clear. Your heart beat here. Let your heart
At least like in the time frame of right now is what it seems like. And then the other shit is like just finish up this house and
away.
I don't fucking know exist.
Know what's at stake.
So I don't really know what the future is.
Days work at their own pace. You remain my
Other than
time and place.
art is something,
I feel it in my ribs,
helping people is something,
feel it in my
family obviously in the future. Man, I got so much stuff in the future. It's gonna be so slam packed. I don't know how it's gonna work other than it's gonna be awesome. Cause it's gonna give me purpose, and that's kind of what I've always looked for. That's why I've never really done anything worth doing, as far as like fixing houses and cutting grass. Cause I never wanted to do it. I had this idea forever. Like it was like I always knew I could scale up everything and be fine and have good money, but I never wanted to do it. And it wasn't a fear of success. It was a fear of this not what I fucking want to do. And I just always knew it. I just didn't know. I just thought I would never have anything I wanted to do, right? And so it's like I just knew that this wasn't what I wanted to do forever. I didn't want to cut grass forever. I didn't want to build forever. It's just not. There's no point in it. There's no prestige in it, and it's not even like I'm chasing prestige. But to me, it's like what is worth it and what's pointless.
feel it in my
Like what? Where's the point? Like where is the point? And like I said, and landscaping for me never was that. I like it. It's fine, but it sucks. At the same time, everything is double-sided, right? Like there's no freedom in it. There's actually very little freedom in landscaping and cutting grass. Like you're fucked unless you just start whatever. Like people get fucking crazy. You miss one day, it rains or some bullshit. They go on vacation, you can't go on vacation. And so like just all kinds of bullshit with it. I did whatever fucking wanted, but whatever. But like if I was to scale up, I knew I'd have to be at a different standard of way I did things. And I was like, no, this is fucking stupid. I'm not gonna do it.
Come on home and let yourself heal.
And then building's the same thing. It's like I could build it, but it's like I don't want to deal with the bullshit. Number one, I do things the way I do them, and like other people, I don't trust them.
Your heart
Well, they're just regular people, but
here. You've been
I don't know. They're not me.
far and wide, doing what you
It's like I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to have to deal with the headache of babysitting a bunch of grown-ass people.
what you feel inside. I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs. Feel
But
it in my soul.
I don't know. So now it's just like, what is my purpose? Art, creating art in any aspect, whether it's just existing. That's what I'm saying. My purpose is to be, but my being also is expression. Therefore, everything that I need to be doing as far as purposely is 99% of expressing myself. Visually, art, photos, influence, talk, any of that stuff. That's my purpose of existing. It's to be just me. And so I gotta do that in every aspect, and that's what I love about, like, once I can kind of get in a closer relationship with one other person, and then we can kind of grow from there. Kind of grow in that too, and then be in that. Like, that's the purpose. The purpose of growing, the purpose of learning each other, the purpose of surrendering, the purpose of being vulnerable, the person of healing through my old past traumas with somebody new, me being vulnerable enough and relying and giving them trust and power over me, really. Power over my heart, power over my decisions in a sense, like not complete power, but being vulnerable in asking for help or asking for acknowledgement or asking for this or their ideas or their input, and accepting it, not being a dick, and respecting them as a human being and giving somebody else respect so I can get respect in return. Everything is that. Everything is like, those lessons are way more valuable and more important than anything else in this reality. So it's like, that is it. And then just somewhat, you got to make a little bit of money through this process, which that's what my art and all that other stuff is. And anything giving you time, I got to get reciprocated for it at some point. And what's crazy is a lot of what I'm getting in return for what it is that I'm doing is knowledge. And you don't have to get an exchange rate that you think you're getting. When you do things in this reality, you do get something back in return. It's the law of karma. It's the law of the infinity. You throw something out, it comes back to you. It may not be the way that you think that it is or whatever your intention was, but it does come back. The same energy you put out comes back. If it's positive, it will come back positive. If it's negative, it will come back negative. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes the scales will have to be outweighed or whatever, but I mean, like, for me, I got a lot of fucking knowledge. Now then, I've got to use that knowledge to implement and get what I need. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. I don't know. I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. Sometimes it's like you sit here and you're like, you want things to break reality for you. Like, really, you're like, I see how reality is, so I know what is the norm. I know all this bullshit. So what is, like, where are we breaking this at? Like, where are we gonna break this matrix system at? Like, how are we gonna watch it fall? Are we gonna watch it fall? Is it anything that we can even see, or are we gonna be able to feel it? Like let's just go extreme with the shit, Let's just go extreme with it. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my Let's just go video game with this shit. Feel it in my soul. Down, right, up, left, right. A, B, A, B. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it is, you are a computer. This is a computer simulation in every aspect. There's no denying the fact that it is not that thing. Like, in reality, it's the same concept of something from nothing to something. And it has to be built. There has to be systems in place. There has to be rules and regulations and algorithms and code. I mean, this is the dream. code dream. And so like you have to understand that ultimately you are creating this reality. Everything is based on you and your perception first, and everything is being coded to you, and that's the only way this system could even work. You're your own supercomputer, your own D5 computer. You're the fastest thing in existence. And so what it is that you are perceiving is what you're perceiving. So we got to get to the point in the world we can change that. But then we do it on a subconscious level as a collective community, collective consciousness, where we can accept together what we want and how we want to be safe and how we want to understand real love and live within real love and then the rules and regulations and all that. And then we accept it as a subconscious collective. Doesn't mean the flesh won't pull against it and the flesh won't be mad about it, but the subconscious will understand and accept it, and that's what we're calling for now. Right now we're just in the vision of that. We're in the vision of flesh, and we're in the vision of what the deity that you are, the divine, the infinite.
Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep.
Or there's an integration that could be right, that is a mixture of both. But we have to start from the ground up again and kind of rebuilding block and then go from there. Because a lot of times, like I said, it's power, money, and sex that rule the world, right? But there's a fine way to have sex, money, a system of trade, and then power just doesn't fucking make sense to me. You gotta have power within yourself. The power to resist things, the power to overcome things, the power to change, the power to learn. That's a different, you need self-power. Because you gave away all your power to everything outside of you. That's kind of the whole point of all this. You've given away all your power to everything, to the bartering system, the money system, sex, to women, to men, to ideas, to bosses, to rules, to regulations, to gods, to deities, to books, to music, to acts, to food, to pleasure. And so you got to take all that back and then restart again when you're the power to choose everything that you do, and then you understand like what's good and what's not good, and everything is good and everything is not, but in time you'll understand it. I don't know. Don't befriend someone's free will. It's that simple. Yeah, there's no other way around it. But see, if you didn't infringe, you would be doing a lot less things too. So like, if you didn't lie, you wouldn't have to lie. But then you would also not be getting into things that would cause you to lie. Or like if you was date a girl and be like, you know what, I don't want to marry you because I want to be with other girls, and you guys would never get married, then therefore you would never be in a situation where you're married with somebody and cheating. And that's what I'm saying, is just everything just starts to stop. But we need a redo, a reset, a new beginning. Oh no, I'm tired. It's very frustrating though, because like you've done so much.
You could sleep for 1,000 years. Now I won't let you disappear.
And then you're like,
Let your heart beat.
I don't get it, man.
You've been
I just don't get it. what
doing what you hope is right.
what
What you feel inside.
do I do? No.
I will take your
What? How do I go about
feel
this?
it in my ribs, feel it in my soul.
What's the right answer?
Pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart
What's gonna change what's not happening right now?
let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away.
What is it?
I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my
What's gonna make it
guiding
different?
place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here.
Cause then you just look, man. It's really fuckery because like you. This is what's so difficult. Is the pull between two realities, or maybe even more. And it's like trying to justify which reality is more right. Which reality is the one to act on, or that has more weight, right? Because then that dictates what you do, or what you choose to do, and how you choose the act. Because with each reality comes different rules. And then so what rules supersede what reality? It's the same we have now with the drugs. So does state or government, U.S. government, whatever, United States, whatever, supersede what? For the, medical marijuana or legalizing anything and everything, and it's like what reality do you choose to be in, right? And then it's almost like, well, what risk do you want to partake in depending on what reality you're choosing? Now, either way, you can get slapped on the wrist in either reality, or there's things that go against you in every reality, but it's like, which ones are you going to choose to focus on right now? And then even though you know one reality is more truth than the other reality, but then some things happen now, and some things are for the later reality in the future. And so it's just like, man, it's so fucking confusing. But then once everything does happen, there's nothing you can do about it. And so then you're going, well, if I continue to just walk, whatever does happen will happen, and it is. So is that good? Is that bad? It's neither. It's neither. It just is. But what if you're the controller of this is? Maybe you should have jumped, or maybe next time you should jump. Who's to say instead of just walk? Or maybe you should run. Maybe you should go that way. Maybe you should go this way. Maybe you should stop. Maybe you could just take a detour today. It doesn't really matter, because whatever it is that you do will be. And that's exactly what it is. And there's nothing you can do to change that once the time has happened. But what? What is the right? Or is there not a right? Is it just is? But then again, you're controlling that is. And so, one day if you're prepared and you're wearing snake boots, you won't get bitten by a snake. Where if one day you're wearing Crocs, you could be. But then again, who knows? The Crocs could work when you're out going through water and it's summer, and they wouldn't do very good in the snow. So it just depends on how do you prepare, and then what are you choosing to walk through. And it's very fucking confusing to me, bro.
We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears.
So I just choose the best for me, whatever I think that is. And I just go with it, man, because really, you don't even know. You don't even know how long you have, really. You really don't. I don't know, man. I'm done. I holla. Love y'all. Peace.
Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years. Now I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years. Now I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years, and I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years, and I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years, and I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years, and I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years, and I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years, and I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. We found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Yeah, let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Come on home and let yourself heal. You could sleep for 1,000 years, and I won't let you disappear. Let your heart beat here. You've been running far and wide, doing what you hope is right, chasing what you feel inside. And I will take your path as mine. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. Let your heart beat here. Winter's come to take me away. I wear my ring to know what's at stake. And when the days work at their own pace, you remain my time and place. I feel it in my ribs, feel it in my soul. The pulse just grows so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here, so loud and so clear. Let your heart beat here. found our way past our youthful fears and fought our way through the pain and tears. And we drove our stakes in the place most dear and let our hearts beat. I feel it in my ribs.